Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a pick a card reading using the Queen of Cups to inspire us and all of the beautiful meanings that are associated with her in the emotional sphere of water that the cups represent. And we will be diving into probably some strong mother energies here if I had to guess. So whether your mother was very, very loving or she wasn't, I do see us diving into some of that here, including maybe addressing some mother wounds. I see us tapping into some ancestral mother energy as well. And just, the divine feminine within us all. And all of the various meanings that the Queen of Cups has on the emotional, loving sphere of life, including self-care and compassion and those sorts of things. One of the things that she really comes across as is a very emotionally balanced person, okay? So I'm sure messages of that will also be coming through. So for pile number 1, we have the Universal Celtic Tarot. And I do have an energy of scrying coming through with that one. So that may mean something to someone. Paired with the ocean jasper with the pyrite inclusions and the blue coral. Okay. Pile number 2 is the Queen of Cups with the red agate and the labradorite. Pile number 3 is the Steampunk Tarot with the Tiffany stone and the volcano agate. And pile number 4 is the Rider Tarot with the afghanite and the citrine. Okay, so pick your pile and or piles, and I will see you in your readings. If you chose pile number 1 with the Universal Celtic Tarot, the ocean jasper, and the blue coral, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are using the Queen of Cups to draw us into the question of all things Queen of Cups, as in the definition video that I did previously to this one. And as you might imagine, with the cups and water energy, we're dealing a lot with emotions, right? Emotional balance, motherly love, self-love and care. I mean, it just goes on and on, okay? And we're going to leave ourselves open to any energy pertaining to the Queen of Cups. And that may include, stuff about your relationship with your mother. I'm just giving you a warning. Those of you that have a mother wound, that may come out. And then I'm pulling some clarifiers over here as well, because I'm feeling a divine masculine energy trying to come through here in this reading about a more traditionally female subject. Okay. Maybe something with that one. Okay, that just seems like it's supposed to be a clarifier. All right. So right off the bat, we are starting with the Star card. Okay, so this is an energy about healing, restoration, rejuvenation. It is an energy of self-care. Okay, which is definitely an element of the Queen of Cups. It can sometimes mean star quality, fame. I'm getting here, though, cutting cords and letting go via water. Okay, this is grounding, centering, releasing, and letting go using the element of water. Okay, and with the healing aspect and the self-care aspect, I am getting it is possible we may be dealing with a mother wound energy in this one. And I did feel that possibly coming through here in one of these. With the Knight of Cups following, and not the Knight of Swords following it, that's an interesting energy, okay? So, some of this mother wound, and I'm also getting possibly a father wound coming through here. Yes, definitely. So, okay, take this as it resonates and leave it behind as it doesn't. Everyone has masculine and feminine energies within them, okay? Bear that in mind in what I'm about to say. But I am getting here that someone's feminine energies are out of balance because of an overabundance of masculine energy. I'm getting religious wounds from your past and trying to overcome them. Ancestral ones as well. I'm getting here someone that might be a cycle breaker for their family. Reincarnated in this lifetime to break cycles. I'm getting here someone who can work equally with the All-Mother and the All-Father. Strong, strong energy here. I'm getting here that something about your the fatherly masculine influence in your life, when juxtaposed with the mother feminine energy in your life, created an imbalance where the masculine energies were dominant and came through in some way affecting you, whether that was the more positive relationship you had or it was the more negative relationship that you had. Either way, it caused a masculine imbalance with your feminine energy. And the other side is asking you to address that and heal that. And they're wanting you to work on that right now, okay? That is a right now request. It doesn't mean you can't take your time in the doing of it, but they want you to start dealing with it now if you haven't already. With the Page of Swords, they're asking you to become a student of your own thoughts, okay? Your own self, right? So deal with those religious wounds, okay? Deal with any wounds you have pertaining to your sexuality, right? To your your connection with the divine, right? And heal yourself and your way of thinking, okay? The leaves blowing in the wind is kind of coming out strong to me at the moment. They're letting you know you can weather any storm, okay? The Empress definitely comes through as that primordial, creative, all-mother energy that you hear me speak about so often in my videos. The power of three, the three aspects of the all-mother. But this is her in her beautiful, fertile, abundant energy. This is her in her creator energy. Okay? So some of you may wind up having a baby. Some of you may be birthing a new idea into the world. Okay? But this is going to bring about a great deal of emotional abundance for you. I'm also getting that energy you're working on here with the Star card about cleansing and releasing cords via water are going to be very effective for you, and it is going to help you to tap into your inner goddess and take a step forward in your spiritual journey. Okay? And that's going to help you to release those childhood wounds. Okay? Whether it's your father or your mother or the predominant masculine or predominant feminine energy in your life, this is going to help you release, let go, and heal coming in here under that star card. And there's an attachment about money with that. Okay, so whether it's your masculine that is dominant or your feminine that is dominant, either way, it's out of balance, right? That's what we're dealing with here. And with money, that's usually a masculine dominant energy. And as you can see, that is the bigger, stronger, more powerful figure here, whereas the feminine energy is diminutive and tattered and worn and poor and wore out. So, so I'm getting a message about the financial issues that you have been dealing with throughout your life and may currently still be dealing with. This imbalance is part of that problem. Okay? And as long as this imbalance remains this way, that can affect the flow of money, right? That can affect the flow of material and abundance. It can affect the balance of a household. And so they're asking you to tap into your personal power. Be patient with yourself, but also be diligent and firm, okay? They're asking you to balance your earth, wind, air, fire, and water elements. They're asking you to balance your masculine and your feminine. They're asking you to step into your personal power, okay? And you are far more powerful than you realize, all right? I'm also getting here that you have an innocence and purity of intention that you don't actually see as that, but it's a very, very pure energy, very beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why like a virgin with Madonna's coming through, because I don't even listen to that song, but it's that, I mean, we're talking some, I don't know why that came through. Maybe that means something to somebody. The poppies are also standing out today on that. So somebody may have had a past life from World War I or something of that nature that may have caused some of the imbalance that you're dealing with there that needs to be addressed. So that would mean tapping into your Akashic records. With the Magician, it's letting you know you're fully capable of doing that. Okay? And on the Fool's Journey, the first one that he contacts is the Magician, who gives him the cup, the pentacle, the sword, the wand. Okay? And then he's set. He's got everything he needs for his journey. And here, with the Carnunus energy of the white stag looking over his shoulder, this lets you know that you are not alone, that the divine is with you always. And specifically in this case, we're dealing with the masculine divine coming through pretty strong here. But the feminine divine is also represented in the cup. With the Wheel of Fortune, we're dealing with karma, fate, destiny, good fortune. Okay, once again, that pregnant energy is coming through. I'm getting here something about spirit animals, familiars. Animal energy is coming through really strong on this one. So take that as it resonates, leave behind what doesn't. But you are birthing something into the world, whether it is an actual child or an idea. But your abundance is about to flow over. Your abundance is about to boil out of the pot. Okay, it's not going to be able to be kept on with a lid on it. It's going to be coming out, and the world is going to see it. You're going to see it, even more importantly. And with the Two of Wands following that right directly after, there is that energy of moving on, but it's also that energy of being creative and diligent in your efforts. With the Bridget coming out in the Wheel of Fortune and the card in my deck that represents Imbolc, which is Bridget's holiday, in the beginning of February, I am getting that as a timetable for you. Something is going to be shifting during that time. Okay? A return of the light to your life, brought about via your creative endeavors. Something you are working on is going to bear fruit, and it's going to affect your material realm. It's going to be that overabundance we were talking about, that overflow. And that comes right in under that temperance card with that personal power, that balance and personal power. It blows your life wide open. When you balance the masculine and feminine within yourself, you release and let go of that mother wound or father wound that you are carrying, depending on your situation. It just blows your world wide open in every aspect, but specifically in the material realm, okay? Just right now, you're not able to see it, okay? You're too close to the issue. Your wounds have blinded you to the energy that you're capable of producing and manifesting, right? But the other side isn't going to let you stay blind, okay? They're going to remove that blindfold, and they're going to show you exactly what you are capable of, exactly what you can do and produce, exactly the kind of master you are of your own destiny. All right? So much knowledge and wisdom is about to be gained in your life, and any sneaky or sly energies are going to be removed. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is an energy in motion, okay? This abundance is in motion coming towards you. They're asking you to follow your passion. Know that you are strong enough and take action. Do not listen to the fears, worries, anxieties, doubts of the mind, okay? Don't listen to the voices in your head from all those people that told you you weren't good enough. You know, you weren't this enough, you weren't that enough, whatever it was. I'm here to tell you flat out, you are enough, okay? Let go of the demons of your past, let go of the demons of your mind, because you are meant to slay and conquer your own life, okay? You slay those demons and you conquer your own life. This is who you are. This is who you are meant to be. This beautifully balanced, powerful woman. Take it, male or female, doesn't matter, okay? But that's what we're dealing with in this card. You are a queen of hearts, queen of cups, queen of water. However you want to look at it, it is all the same energy. I am getting that for some of you, scrying, okay, is going to be an important form of divination that you can perform, that is within your gifts. I am also getting the augury, okay, telling signs via birds is going to be, and then astrology, telling signs in the stars is coming through very strongly, okay? Use that water energy to ground yourself. That's just coming through repeatedly over and over again. And then with the Hanged Man and that lit up heart chakra as that acorn, you are coming into an understanding and an enlightenment, becoming a student of your own emotional sphere with the salmon of knowledge combined with this beautiful cup and overflowing abundance here. I see you being successful. I see you conquering your own emotional imbalance, and finding that spiritual enlightenment and opening up that heart chakra in the most beautiful of ways, okay? And with that heart chakra opening, we have a thawing of the ice, right? Which adds, believe it or not, an extra clarity of mind to the situation, right? When any chakra is blocked, it can affect the other chakras. And in this particular case, the blockage in your heart chakra has very strongly been affecting your root chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, okay? Specifically those three. Possibly crown and higher crown as well, I'm getting here. But I'm seeing an unalignment, a disalignment of chakras that needs to be dealt with, okay? And while you're doing that, they're wanting to let you know you are protected. There are going to be inner conflicts that come up within yourself, spiritual doubts, mental conflicts, things that you're going to have to fight off, your own personal dragons and demons, right? But you do have the courage and you do have the strength. Shadow work isn't easy. It's not easy for anyone. But you have got it because you are a spiritual badass. You are absolutely a spiritual badass, okay? You see this red dragon here. You know, in this one, you're fighting that red dragon, and here you have tamed that red dragon, and it has become yours. Okay, yours to command. And you know, you're gaining all of this knowledge and wisdom. You're firmly grounded and rooted in your truth, and your spiritual light is shining for all the world to see. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous energy here. You are the King of Wands. You are the Queen of Cups, and you are the King of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands in this deck, it shows that while you are a spiritual badass, you're also very much in tune with the fantastical things of life. You know, things not everybody else sees. There's a purity of intention about you where, yes, you are a spiritual badass, but you're very humble about it. Okay? A very special person that walks a path of light. And because of that, you are capable of doing anything. Anything. And I don't mean like anything in this world. I mean anything at all. Traveling worlds, astral travel, time travel, whatever you believe in, whatever you don't believe in, take it as it resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But I am getting the works, like being capable of it all. Okay, I'm seeing a druidic past life here that's tapping into that energy. I'm seeing a special connection to Stonehenge or some form of hinge, but Stonehenge specifically with this card. That's interesting, and a message just came through. Take this as it resonates, leave behind what doesn't, but I just got a flash in my mind of a Viking, Scandinavian individual of Viking era, carving their name in a stone. That just came through here. This may be a past life memory pertaining to you. If it resonates, let me know. Okay? I'd be interested to hear more about it. If you want to tap further into that druidic energy I was picking up on earlier, I'm getting holly, mistletoe, ivy. Do not eat or drink or any of those things. That they're poisonous. Don't do that. But you know, working with them in your practice, just that energy. You know, working with that energy in your practice, having imagery in it around you may be a benefit to you in that way. With the Viking energy and that past life energy, I'm getting chanting the runes is going to be a benefit to you, as well as boating, going boating out on the water. Okay, maybe even doing both those things at the same time, chanting the runes while out in a boat on the water. Okay, you're going to have some revelations that come. Now, that may not be for everybody, that message, but it will be for someone that gets this message eventually. Also, you have a special destiny, okay? With this Ace of Swords here, this new way of thinking and understanding yourself that comes about also reveals your destiny as a chosen one of the divine to accomplish certain things in this life. And with the Arthurian sword and the stone, you know how that went. Only he who was worthy could pull the stone. Okay? So remember that. When you're allowing people into your sphere, only allow those who are worthy. Allow those who can pull the same sword from the stone. All right? And that's in all facets. I'm also getting that it's a reminder for you because you need to know that you are worthy. You need to know that you are enough. And nothing that anybody else has ever said in your life can countermand that. You were born for this. You were born worthy. And there's nothing they can say or do to stop that. Okay? I am getting here that there's some romantic conflict in your life or in your mind. And they're wanting you to just rest and relax on that. Meditate, align your chakras, okay? I'm getting an emphasis on your higher crown chakra with this one at the moment, okay? And let them take care of it. World with completion, harmony, fulfillment, all right? They're bringing it. They're settling this issue, all right? You just live your best life, and the rest will fall into place, all right? Okay, you guys, that's a beautiful message. Such a beautiful healing message. And I find that your energy is one that I enjoy being with. It is one of kindred soul and spirit to my own, and I really do truly enjoy reading for you and seeing your growth as you develop. It is stunning. It is beautiful. And like I said, you were born for this. You came to this earth for this. All right? To be love, to be a spiritual badass, and to change the world simply by existing and being in it. All right? All right, let's take a look at this ocean jasper that we're dealing with here. Okay, let me figure out where I put that. Here we go. Ocean jasper helps with joy, tranquility, emotional healing, self-love, self-discovery, personal growth, and relationships, and it helps to align all the chakras. It works with all the chakras, okay? And then with this green jasper with the pyrite, it combines the water and earth elements very well. This one came from the mineral mushroom. And then with the blue coral, okay, we've got, oops, I'm messing things up, aren't I? We've got calm, clarity, communication, emotional balance, inner peace. It helps to relieve stress and anxiety. It aids in listening and in understanding your intuition, spiritual awareness, meditation, self-expression, and it works with the throat and third eye chakras. Beautiful synchronicities there. Okay, now let us get you, honestly, I'm getting the message one of each on the oracle, so let's just do that. Let's just get you one of each, and it's this one. Rhodonite, forgiveness, love, and emotional healing with that 5 of Wands energy, okay? So forgiveness, love, and emotional healing are the road to healing your spiritual path as well as your emotional one, okay? So rhodonite, very, very important. I'm getting this is very important. And honestly, I did a personal reading for Lady V recently, and I am feeling their vibes in this reading. So, Lady V, I hope you see this. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Do not let your past hold you back, okay? Please, please, please. And I'm seeing this one as well. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, okay? And I have seen Aries, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, a bunch of different energies here today. Leo, maybe even. Okay. And then we're going to get you a white light oracle to wrap it up. Okay? And apparently it was 2, not just 1. Okay. So we've got number 17, 528 Hertz, mandala of the heart. So it might help you to listen to music at 528 Hertz. Okay. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness, in the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. Okay? And that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have number 18, Tantra of 639 hertz. It may benefit you to listen to music at 639 hertz. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Okay, and I am getting a message here about community and soulmate energy. So I'm going to say this. I hope Lady V is watching this because I feel her energy so strongly here. But if you resonated with this reading and you're like, hey, that's my story, hey, that's my energy, go find the video of Lady V and watch it. There's 2 of them. Actually, there's 3. Take that back. There's 3 of them. Part 1, Part 2, and then the bonus. Listen to them. If they are also your story, leave a comment for Lady V in the comments, okay? And I've never actually said this to do this before, but I am saying it now. Because I am feeling like souls. I am feeling kindred souls here, okay? And everybody needs community. Everyone. Everybody needs soulmates to walk this life with. In person, on the internet, however it comes about, all right? So if this reading is yours, and then you go and you watch her personal reading and it calls to you as well, then be kind, be loving, and just let her know, this is my story too. And that way you're opening up a dialogue if you two wish to communicate. Okay? I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you've got this. And it's extraordinary. I love you. Take care of yourself. Bye. If you picked pile number 2 with the Everyday Witch Tarot, the red agate, and the labradorite, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are using the Queen of Cups to draw us into just exploring all of those energies that she is, right? Doesn't matter whether we're male or female, in sex and how we were born. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us, and we are meant to have balance and explore them all. Okay, so I am going to spread these out a little bit because we wound up with more cards than it seemed we might in the beginning. Okay. Alright. And like I said, we're just going to leave ourselves open to all the beautiful emotions, all the beautiful emotional energies that the Queen of Cups carries. Compassion, unconditional love, empathy, self-care, self-love, just all that beauty that she is. Okay, here we go. That's how it's meant to be. Okay, now that we've got ourselves in order, we start off with the Ace of Cups. So someone is having a new emotional beginning, right? And this is leading to an overflow and abundance of emotional growth in their life. And one of the things I'm getting there is that you do have infinite energy and support from the other side as you go through this opening of the heart space. And with the doves up in the corner, we are seeing an element of peace. In spite of anything else that might be going around on, you will have that inner peace to draw upon. And with the Empress, we've got that beautiful, fertile, pregnant, abundant energy. Master of all she surveys. She is the primordial, creative goddess of everything. Okay? And so powerful. So very powerful. Right? So we have someone truly stepping into their divine feminine power. And this has a strong effect on your material world with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? This is grounded energy in money, health, and household. The tangible things of life are yours. And we see absolute fertility. We see this idea that you're pregnant with, or this child, it could actually be a child, this whatever it is, this fertility and abundance that you are pregnant with here, birthing in this and coming to fruition. Queen of all you survey, okay, is coming through. And this brings about a beautiful sense of joy, celebration, and once again, we have pregnancy here, so maybe a baby is the thing that you want. We got Mother, Maiden, Crone coming through here, you know, the three aspects of the Divine Mother. Such gorgeous, happy, joyful energy, okay? And I see animals really playing strongly through here for you. A familiar or a pet of some kind that helps to bring you comfort in times of difficulty. If you don't have one, I see you getting one. With the Four of Wands, I also see you finding community. Okay, whether it's a coven, a kindred, a congregation, a support group, family members, it doesn't matter. But I do see community, okay? And this could be online, it could be in person, it could be you find them at an event, like a pagan pride event, or a Renaissance fair, a fall festival, Scottish Highland Games, a farmer's market even. But I do see maybe a women's conference or summit or something like that, or a men's, you know, I mean, this is really strong feminine energy here because of what we're dealing with, but it could be a gay pride festival. I'm getting that coming through as well. With the Seven of Cups, you've got so many choices, and what they're asking you to do is, in all of these choices, no matter what they're about, they're asking you to follow your heart, while also balancing that with logic and intelligence of mind, okay? So listen to your heart and listen to your mind and find the balance between the two when making your choices. I'm also getting that you will find a mentor who is meant to guide you, but make sure it is the right one for you. Do not be led astray by false leaders. Okay, that is coming through. I am seeing during this time of personal growth, there may be some marital or relationship conflicts, whether that's your husband, your brother, father, mother, any, you know, sister, cousin, whatever it is, co-workers, maybe even. Okay, I am seeing some relationship distress as you go through this growth. Not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody's going to be happy for you in your abundance. Okay, but you've worked hard for this. You have worked hard for this. You have done the shadow work. You've done the physical work. You have climbed that hill. You have carried that burden and then some, even others' burdens that weren't yours to carry. Okay? I'm getting no place like home energy coming from this, where it's like, you know, you've done everything you could to get to the place that you knew you needed to be, and it's still, you know, sometimes it just felt like it was never going to happen. It was never going to be enough. It was just all difficult tiring, exhausting. But it's all worth it. It is absolutely all worth it. What you seek seeks you. The union you seek seeks you. The partnership, the friends, the wealth, the happiness. It seeks you as much as you seek it. Okay? You are attracting it into your sphere by everything that you have been doing and believing and working yourself through. I'm also seeing romance, soulmate energy, multiple soulmates in multiple spheres. Okay? This was not an easy thing at all, okay? But you chose the life you wanted. You chose the path you wanted to take, and you did it with courage, passion, and determination. You reached for the stars and are being gifted the world because you followed the fire and passion of your heart. And with the Six of Cups, not only now do you have enough for yourself emotionally, spiritually, and in the physical realm, but you will have enough to share with others. And I am getting here that you will go from being the one who is learning from others to being the one who is teaching others. You'll be the one holding your own summit, your own TED Talks, your own workshops, your own schools. You'll have interns, apprentices, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Teaching them your ways. And I am getting that some of you work with herbology, and that herbology is going to be a gift you're going to be passing on to others. Okay. With the world, we see happiness, fulfillment, completion. We see you enjoying that life that you wanted by following your intuition. By following your intuition and doing what you knew to be right, the other side is bringing you these rewards. Okay? So, house on the beach, if that's what you want, it's coming. Free days that you can picnic and not have to worry about any other stresses other than just spending time in nature, it's coming. Okay? That new dress that you always wanted to buy but you didn't have the money, it's coming. Having the time to cosplay and just be fun and have childlike wonder, it's coming. Okay? Whatever it is coming. I'm also getting an energy here that you might like watching. There's a TikTok channel called Oyster Shells and Mermaid Tales. And I am getting here that you would enjoy that channel. So check her out. It is a beautiful one to enjoy. The pineapple represents hospitality. Okay, so I'm seeing you hosting those events in your new place, and providing, food and drink, and hosting different kinds of events. I'm seeing that coming through. But there is a word of warning. Make sure that you get enough rest. Okay, and all this development and all this working that you are doing, when night comes, rest. Okay? I'm also getting working with the moon here, and for those of you women who are still menstruating, okay, I am getting specifically for you, rest is going to be very important during this phase of your life, especially if the pregnancy I'm seeing is an actual pregnancy. Okay? For some of you, I am getting clean your space. Get the cobwebs out of your corners. Cleaning your space will clean your energy. I'm getting that message as well. Okay? But come what may, no matter what storms, no matter what conflicts, no matter anything that happens in life, you will have the strength. Okay? And with the 8 being the number of abundance, you will also have the abundance of power necessary to deal with that situation. And again, I am getting that commander of all you survey energy coming through there as well. Very, very powerful energies. And you'll have everything you need with the magician. In the Fool's Journey, that's who he encounters first, and he gives him the sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand, right? Um, and that gives him everything he needs. In your particular case, the heart chakra, the center of your love, right? The center of your light. It is beautiful aura. You have such a beautiful aura. But your heart space, that's the center of your power. Now, not everybody is going to appreciate what you're trying to do. Not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody's going to agree. There's going to be people who have gossip or naysayers, may even say mean things, because when somebody steps into the spotlight, when somebody is truly themselves, there's always people who are jealous of that. There are always people who have not done the shadow work necessary to overcome those attributes of themselves. Okay? But that's not your problem. Okay? Not your cooks, not your kitchen. Don't worry about it. Let them deal with their own issues. Okay? Let them deal with their own frogs that they've kissed that didn't turn into princes. Those are theirs to learn from. Okay? That's their journey, not yours. If anything comes at you directly, you will have the ability to take care of it. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's pointed fingers, gossip, lawsuits, whatever it may be that comes down the way. Don't borrow trouble, okay? But whatever it is, you are a badass, and you got this. You can handle it. Follow your intuition, tap into your courage and strength, face it head on, get whatever help you might need from the ancestors, spirits, the divine, or doctors or lawyers or whatever might be necessary, okay? Face it head on. I'm getting some of you may need an agent, whether that's literary, film, acting, modeling, social media work, whatever it is. You may need to hire some people to help you so that you don't get overwhelmed and bogged down. That may be the thing you're facing. But do it, okay? And then with the King of Wands, I see you, because you've done what was necessary, you've delegated what was necessary, you've fought the battles you needed to fight, and you had the wisdom to know the difference. I see you really developing a global reach, a global outreach with your work. Whether, that's through social media such as TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or whatever method you prefer. Okay, there's a bunch out there I'm not even aware of. Whether that's webinars, seminars, TED Talks, conferences. Some of you may be academics giving, lectures or things like that. But I am seeing you reaching the pinnacle of success, right? So if you're an academic, I see you achieving tenure or that traveling scholar career you always wanted, right? For those of you that are social media influencers or something like that, I see you reaching a global audience, okay? I see you being the master of your sphere, whatever it is that you specialize in, okay? And while right now there's so much that you don't know, you don't understand, you don't see, and while there's so much that you're maybe afraid of because you can't see it, okay? Look at how strong, this little cat, it sees itself as, in a certain light, right? But look at how strong they are. They're not this little cat. They're this big panther, okay? And as far as your power is concerned, I'm getting the Frank Sinatra song "Fly Me to the Moon," right? Coming through. Maybe somebody sings that in the shower. If you don't, maybe you should. But it's fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. And I can't sing right now, I'm sick, but you get the point. The sky is the limit. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. You're going to be one of those stars. Okay, you're going to be playing with the astrosphere. I mean, millionaires, billionaires, the most famous. This won't be for everybody, obviously, but some of you, that is coming through very strong. Okay? And it's because you sang your own song. You lived life by your own tune. Okay? You marched to your own drum. Whatever way of thinking you want to go with on that, but you transformed. You absolutely transformed yourself. Like this beautiful butterfly, you transformed into this magnificent, magnificent individual. Right? And now you will reap those karmic rewards. So beautiful, so beautiful. I see you following your dharma and just really living your best life. So, red agate, courage, strength, perseverance. It's a carpe diem energy of seizing the day. It helps with confidence, self-love, emotional balance, security, grounding, transforms and purifies energy, and is a protective talisman for the home. It works with the root chakra. Okay. And then for your labradorite today, we will be reading from The Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth. Labradorite, and it comes in many, many different colors and forms with its flash, helps with intuition, creativity, and awakening. It works with the higher crown, crown, third eye, and solar plexus chakras, most commonly found in Australia, Canada, and Finland. Labradorite is truly a stone of magic used by healers, shamans, and psychics for its ability to enhance psychic gifts and raise spiritual consciousness. Turn this gray stone in your hand and a colorful iridescence will flash. It's a mineral that connects the realms of the seen and unseen, creating harmony between the physical and spiritual selves. It is also a stone of protection, creating an energetic barrier that deflects negativity and emotionally draining people. If you're feeling exhausted by the daily grind, labradorite will breathe new life into your existence, enhancing spontaneity, excitement, and adventure. It also sparks fresh ideas in the imagination, perfect for creative people stuck in a rut. Healers use labradorite to promote vision and also treat respiratory infections or cold symptoms. Labradorite is named after Labrador, an eastern province in Canada, where it was found by missionaries in 1770, though it was referenced before that in Inuit legends. The iridescent colors are caused by the reflection of light from submicroscopic planes in the mineral. For personal use during meditation to enhance your introspective abilities, especially during time of transition. In the home, it infuses a feeling of newness into a stale environment, and at work, it promotes cooperation and agreeability with coworkers. And I recommend everyone have labradorite. It helps with keeping negative energies at bay, especially around negative people who are what we call energy vampires that just seem to suck all the energy right out of you. Okay? All right. What am I seeing today? I'm seeing one of each again. That happened in pile number 1 as well. Hematite, grounding, practicality, and courage. I have hematite in the bracelet I'm wearing today. And with the Ace of Wands, that ties right into your spiritual journey. Okay? Beautiful powerhouse of energy there. And then I'm also seeing these two. Rhodonite, which showed up in pile number 1. So if you were drawn at all to pile number 1, I recommend you watch that one. Okay? With that 5 of Wands, forgiveness, love, and emotional healing. That is the key to unlocking that spiritual energy for you. And then the Emerald, protection, love, and wisdom, King of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is what drew us into this. And then we have the King of Cups, the epitome of emotional stability, right? And with the emerald, that also is a money manifestation crystal. So that abundance energy is coming through strongly there as well. All right, now that is beautiful. And honestly, that's beautiful enough to where we could actually probably leave it at that. But they've also given you some reminders about your message here that they wish for you to pay attention to. Some points they want to bring out, make more obvious, okay? So the first thing that they gave us was a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Okay. And while that sounds like you're supposed to be giving to others, which you are, I'm getting more that it's time for you to be in an energy of receiving. Instead of going after it, be in an energy of receiving. And that is backed up by what came out with it. Take time to breathe, disseminating moon. I'm really getting that you've done the work. You've done your part, okay? Now it's just time to let the world benefit from your knowledge, your energies, the work you've done, and share it with others. And to put yourself in a receiving energy, okay? Sometimes that means rest and sleep. Okay. And I am getting be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Okay. So there's going to be something that comes along for you. And they're wanting you to take it. There's going to be an invitation to speak. I'm getting there's going to be an invitation to create, co-create, partner with. There's going to be an invitation. Okay. If there's not, they're asking you to be the one that extends the invitation. Yes, that is coming through strongly. When the time is right, when you've rested, you've gathered your strength, and you know what it is that you're meant to do, they're telling you, be bold, make that first move, and give the invitation, okay? Because you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. And we have 2 Virgo cards here, so someone here might be a Virgo. You are good enough. I can't stress that enough. And then we've got luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And with that, I always think of Tyr, the Norse god Tyr. So someone here has sacrificed, has given, and it's now it's time to step into your own power and live your life the way it's meant to be. And 528 Hertz Mandala of the Heart, number 17. It might benefit you to listen to music at 528 Hertz. And that also came out in pile number 1. So like I said, if you were at all drawn to pile number 1, please do listen to it. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness, in the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. It's just fantastic, my darlings. I cannot even begin to tell you. Number 20. You know what? I'm seeing this number 4 and apostas before I'm seeing the 26. So let's look at that. Got to cover her chest for social media purposes. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. Beautiful. Those two pair very well together. Number 26, Deer of Delta. Getting that strong motherly love, Queen of Cups energy coming off of this one. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. And isn't that a beautiful all mother and child energy going on with that? I just love it. Someone's spirit animal may be a deer, or that's a doe or a fawn. Number 40, Sovereign Queen Maeve. And this gives off that strong primordial goddess power energy. Always makes me think of the Queen of Wands when I get this one. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. Oh, and we had that in your Moonology cards too, didn't we? Oh, or maybe that was pile number 1. It might have been pile number 1. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. I hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you got this. So much awesomeness is coming your way, and I gotta tell you, I can't wait to hear about it. Okay? Love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye. If you picked pile number 3 with the Steampunk Tarot, the Tiffany stone, and the volcano agate, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And from the get-go, this one gave off a bit of a negative energy. Like there's a wound that needs to be healed here. Some sort of conflict within yourself or without your sphere. Okay? And I'm seeing that the other side really wants you to address this issue. Hang on just a second. Okay. We're going to put these up here. Okay. And it's going to be for that one. And then these are clarifiers for something else. Okay? Perhaps your future. All right. So, we're just going to leave that like that because that's going to tell us something about that card. So right off the bat, we've got conflict. Okay? And the Five of Wands, we're dealing with possibly spiritual conflict. So whether that's internal, inside of yourself, whether that's a fight or conflict that's on the spiritual plane, or whether it's just some form of conflict in your life that is causing spiritual difficulties for you. I'm getting also a sense of self, doubting intuition, or someone in your sphere is doubting your intuition, doubting everything about you. Is that you or somebody else? Either way, you are going to be victorious over it. Okay, the storm clouds are going to clear, and you are going to get through it. They're asking you, I see you doing shadow work, right? You're examining your past. You're going through it. You're trying, okay? That one if by land, two if by sea sort of thing, where it's like you're trying to prepare yourself for what is to come, but you're struggling. Okay, one, there's a couple of things here. The sun will come out, and your ships will come in, and I know those are kind of cliche sort of colloquialisms, but they are coming through, as is the cliffs of Dover. Take it as it resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Okay? And also hearing, let your light so shine. Okay? And the power of 3 is coming through here, maybe 3 siblings, or 2 cousins, or 2 siblings and a cousin. something there about three and people coming together with their lights. There also may be one that hasn't arrived yet. It's like there's a trinity of people, but one has not arrived yet, but is coming, is on the horizon. I am getting that with that too. The Eight of Swords is you freeing yourself from the things that bind, especially mental. Okay. You will free yourself from everything that holds you captive and binds you, so that you can receive your own personal abundance. And for you, that means becoming a student of your own heart. All right? And once you have obtained that emotional balance, it really just jets you into the future. Okay? It jets you into a different timeline. Because you're already standing between two worlds here. I see it very clearly. And you're attempting to gain emotional balance. That shadow work, that's being the student of yourself and your emotions. You're in between worlds here. But once you've got that balance, it is going to project you so quickly into a new future. And I know that you are concerned about having enough strength to face whatever may come, but believe me, you do. And you won't be alone. There will be others that help you along your path. I'm getting, a doctor or a nurse may be involved, maybe some health issues that you need to, maybe some psychiatric care, perhaps. But you will get through it, all right? You have the infinite strength that is required to claim your personal abundance. And whatever this is that you're going through, whether it's therapy, whether it's a health issue you're working through, maybe it's volunteer charity work that you're doing as part of your shadow work. I'm getting penance coming through, like you feel like you have to do penance or something. There, Doctors Without Borders is coming through also with this. That other thing, the Peace Corps, that's coming through as well. Take it as it resonates, leave it doesn't. I'm also getting a student, like a student energy, a young person going back to school, or an older person going back to school. That could be possible too. Although this does seem to have a younger energy attached to it, I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe you have a child who is a student that's coming through. The Hanged Man. The enlightenment that you seek will find you. You will find it, okay? You are magnetizing and drawing in your own enlightenment, your own alignment, and it will happen. And the ties that bind will be set free. The trick will be that you maintain a balance, okay? Once you have that balance, you need to maintain it. You need to keep it. You have to put the work in. It's not going to just maintain itself, okay? And this is an eternal balance. This is one you have to always work towards keeping, so that you can weather any storm that comes your way. And you will. We have the card of celebrations here with Four of Wands. This can be weddings. This can be graduations. So there's that student learning thing coming in again. This can be a new business that you start with a family or friend. Festivals. Okay, maybe you wanted to start a farmer's market stand or a homestead, and you're finally doing that. Maybe you wanted to start, your own small business. All of that is coming through with that card. Now, there is some fear here about need. Okay, you're afraid you're not going to have what you need to do it. And you're afraid it's going to actually take what little you have and not give back enough in return. But this is letting you know, with all the elements here in the stained glass behind, that you do have everything that you need, and that it will benefit you in the long run. Just stay the course. With the Knight of Cups, we see you, that energy on your emotional balance really taking off, really being strong. You're putting that work in. You are I'm getting guardian protector energy here. I'm getting lover energy. Love energy in motion moving towards you. Yeah. Horse and camel are both coming through for some strange reason. Take that as it resonates. It doesn't. You may want to look up the metaphysical properties of those animals. With camel, I'm getting resilience. Horse may also be in the same with resilience. You can figure that out and let me know in the comments. With the Four of Swords, it is a reminder to rest. Okay. And remember, once you've healed those emotional wounds, once you have let go of those thoughts, do not take them back down again. Do not take them back up again into your mind. Okay, let them stay where they're at. Let them stay rested. Edgar Allan Poe's Nevermore, is coming through here. Okay, rest, take care of yourself. Do not take back up those swords of the mind that were keeping you entrapped. You've worked too hard to take a step back, okay? I do see your business endeavors paying off. That's coming right in under that Four of Wands card. You are mastering something. Whether it is that you've gone back to school and you get that job you wanted, whether it's you're starting your own business, whether you're an artist and you're creating something, you're a writer, whatever it is, I see you being successful with it, okay? And daffodils is going to mean something to somebody. Somebody's chosen that as a sign or a symbol that say this is for them. And that is coming through here. Bananas also for that same reason. Okay. With this Three of Swords energy that we saw, I'm like, okay, let's look at that. What does that mean for you? All right. And I pulled a card for that. And with the Devil energy, crossing it, so this is the situation, this is the challenge, right? This is addictions, this is gossip, this is self-harm, this is manipulation, being gaslit, puppeteered by someone else, not holding the control of your own life. This is slaving away for very little pay, lust, greed, gluttony, all of those things out of control, out of balance. Okay, and with the Three of Swords coming through, this is causing you a great deal of pain and sorrow and suffering, anxiety, stress, feelings of not being good enough. That song, Shot Through the Heart and You're to Blame, You Give Love a Bad Name, is coming through. So I think some of you, the catalyst for this may have been a failed relationship. Maybe 3 failed relationships, being 3 coming through, okay? Maybe somebody said something about you, how you looked, how you performed in the bedroom, how you behaved, whatever it was. Your singing voice, whatever it was, somebody said something. And it may not have been a lover, maybe it was a family member, a cousin, a parent, a sibling, a boss, coworker, okay? But what I'm getting is they're wanting you to move past this energy, to release it and let it go, because this is what you're meant to have. This is beautiful celebration, power, sharing your spiritual gifts with others, being noticed. So this is job promotions, celebration. So once again, this could be a graduation. This could be, I'm getting like Nobel Peace Prize, or triumph. In ancient Rome, when they came back and they'd done something exceptional, they'd get a triumph. So I'm saying parade. And this, I'm not saying that all that's going to happen for everyone here, but it's that level of celebration, right? It's that level of glory, of happiness. I'm getting perhaps a soldier who's going to be awarded an honor, a medal perhaps of some kind, okay? And that horse energy is coming through here again. So Epona or Maca might be of some benefit for you to look up. there. I'm also getting the energy of Apollo in this as well. In the Norse tradition, that would be Suna, because the sun is feminine in the Norse tradition. Okay. And then with the Seven of Wands, I see you being victorious over all conflicts, all distractions, all difficulties. You climb that mountain, whatever your Everest is, okay? And you defeat it. And you are victorious. You are king of the mountain or queen of the mountain, okay? And with the Queen of Pentacles coming through, that very much backs that up. Queen of all you survey. In the material world, this is health, this is wealth, this is household, this is stability, okay? Grounded, beautiful, earthly stability. Exquisite. I am getting a 1920s vibe, whether this is past life or you attend a costume party. We are coming upon Halloween. If any of you have been invited to a 1920s themed costume party, I am getting go. Either you're just going to have fun and you're going to enjoy it, or you're going to meet someone there that benefits you, or you're going to meet or see a side of yourself that you need to either deal with because it's a shadow, or you're going to embrace because it is the sun for you. Okay? All right. Let's see if we can't get some clarity here on your future. We see Six of Pentacles having financial balance, not only enough to take care of yourself, but to take care of others. And if you have children, we see them profiting from this intergenerationally, okay? And this is you sharing your wisdom and your wealth with those that come after you. With the King of Pentacles, we see true stability, true longevity in health, wealth, and household. We also see a spiritual mastery with this Book of Shadows here on the mantelpiece. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is a new emotional beginning, overflowing abundance, which affects all other aspects of your life. Earth, air, water, fire, energies all combine. So your spiritual world, your mental world, your emotional world, and your physical world, all having this overflowing, abundant new beginning. And that is an exquisite, exquisite energy. I love the Ace of Cups. Let's look at your crystals. We have the volcano agate. This helps with balance, harmony, grounding, passion, creativity, vitality, stability, protection, courage, strength, perception, metamorphosis, and healing. It works with the root chakra, and I got both of these crystals from a Thunder's Trove. And then the Tiffany stone. Guidance, spiritual connection, psychic abilities, communication, unconditional love, verbalizing hidden feelings, and it works with the crown and higher crown chakras. So that, if there is someone who has hidden feelings for you, I do see them coming out. And vice versa. If you have hidden feelings for somebody else, I see that coming out. Someone is expressing their true feelings for another person. And with the Queen and King of Pentacles here, I do get compatibility. Okay, I get balance. I get abundance. This is a good match. Right? This is a good match. Okay, now let us pull for you one of each of my oracles, because that's come through here. Lava stone, balance, calmness, and strength with the Four of Swords. And you have the Four of Swords right here, so there's an emphasis there on rest, okay, and grounding. Lava stone, balance, calmness, and strength. All right, and with the Moonology, let's get you one of those. I'm feeling this one. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. That came out in pile number 2. So if you're drawn to number 2, please do listen to it. I'm getting, though, that this is a time to give to yourself rather than to allow others to take from you. Okay? That self-care message is coming through really strong with that one. I'm going to put this Ace of Cups down here for now. And then take time to breathe out. Also came out in pile number 2. Disseminating moon. So that rest theme is very strongly coming out. And then adjustments are required. 3/4 moon. And the cards we had in the 3 realm were the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. So adjustments are required in your spiritual and mental sphere, your mental and spiritual landscape. Okay? And then let's get you an encouraging, actually, you know what, let's make them clarify that for us. Adjustments specifically, oh, that's too many, guys. This is the worst one that fell. What do you need to release? Okay, what do you need to release? Waning moon. That's important. What negative things from your life do you need to release? With that Devil card, okay? One of the things they want to let you know is that thing that you're fearing, the thing you're afraid of, is not going to happen. Nothing will come of this situation, Lord of Course Moon. Whatever it is that you're fearing, whatever it is that you're terrified of, nothing is going to come of that. So don't worry about it. All right? And then your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. And that is very much about the 4 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles lineup that we have here. Your dreams need a practical plan. So whatever it is in the physical realm you're trying to bring to fruition, you need to have a plan. Okay? And then I'm seeing this White Light Oracle for today. Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz, number 20. So it might benefit you to listen to music at 852 Hertz. And someone's spirit animal here may be an owl. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Okay? And I really think that really goes well with this pile today. I hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so, if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you've got this. All right? Love you. Take care. Bye. If you chose pile number 4 with the Rider Tarot, the afghanite, and the citrine, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are using the Queen of Cups to draw us into all the qualities that that card represents. Okay? All the emotional qualities of balance and unconditional love. You know, it's a really strong mother energy as well. Just really all of the cups come together in one glorious moment that is the Queen. Okay? So that's what we're going to deal with. We're just going to take what resonates and leave behind anything that does not. Okay? So right off the bat, I'm feeling called to move some things around because I feel like there's a couple more cards. Okay? So we're going to figure that out. All right. And then we'll put clarifiers as we need to. We start off with the very card that drew us into this reading, the Queen of Cups. So, emotional stability. That is the trophy, that is the goal, that is the creme de la creme of what we're wishing to accomplish, right? Emotional stability in all of its finest glory. And one of the things that is important about that is grounding, okay? Grounding yourself. And I'm getting grounding yourself in the present because I'm seeing a lot of fears with this Five of Pentacles. I'm seeing a lot of fear coming through here. And in fact, I'm seeing that you need a particular crystal I did not bring over here. So I'm going to have to grab that. Hang on just a second while I grab it. I'm going to pause. Okay. This card is telling me that you absolutely need obsidian. Specifically, snowflake obsidian and or galaxy obsidian, which is a form of snowflake obsidian that is a sheen obsidian. Okay? So either one will work, but I am seeing that this does need to be a part of your practice, okay? It is imperative for your emotional well-being to work with that kind of an energy, all right? I am seeing your fears and your anxieties getting the better of you. And it doesn't mean that you haven't had things in your life that aren't worthy of that. Health issues, financial issues, house fire, whatever it is that you've had to deal with, okay, homelessness, true poverty, there may be many things that you've had to fear, ostracization from your spiritual community maybe, or your family. There's been a lot of things in your life that you've had to overcome, okay, so it's not that your fears don't have a base in reality, because your past experience has taught you that those things are possible. I'm getting some of you may watch too much news, and it brings a lot of negativity into your life, okay? But they're really they really are emphasizing strongly that they want you to overcome those fears, okay? So I will touch on obsidian in your crystal reading as well. I'll pull it up and read it for you. You have the strength. Okay, the other side is telling you have infinite strength from the divine to handle this situation. I am getting a Leo energy coming through here. Okay. I'm getting you guys are going through the shit. Excuse my language. But you are going through it. You've either just gone through it or you are going through it. And I am getting here that whatever you're going through, your mother is also having a similar situation for some of you, okay? You are going through it, and that house fire is coming through strong here. So for some of you, that may be, especially if you're the Leo that I'm feeling here, okay? You're going through it, my darlings. Oh, my darlings. Whew, that's some heavy energy. That is some heavy energy. I'm getting listening to music, maybe some fun songs you don't usually listen to, like It's Raining Men or something like that. Might help you to lift your spirits somewhat. There's also that one from, is it The Hobbit? I See Fire. That's coming through with that message as well. AC/DC's Thunderstruck. Maybe someone was struck by lightning in your house or your car or something. I don't know, but it's definitely coming through very strongly here. Okay. I'm also getting power of the 3 coming through for some reason. With the 5 of Swords, there's conflict. Maybe you blame yourself for something. Maybe somebody else blames you for something. That homelessness is coming through here. House fire and feeling homeless is coming through. And I actually know somebody recently that happened to, and my heart is absolutely shattered and broken for them. And their energy, I'm feeling their energy here. I don't think they usually watch my readings, but maybe they will this one. Maybe it'll have some benefit. I don't know. If you are here and you are the one I'm talking about, and you're going to know who you are, I love you so very, very much, and I'm here for you. You hang in there, okay? Oh, just hang in there, my darling. I do see better days ahead in this reading, okay? I am seeing there will be people who are not meant to be in your life anymore walking away and moving on, okay? And if that's the case, they're just not meant to be in this stage, this part of your life. Today I am seeing the 5 of Wands as V for victory, okay? You will be victorious over your situation. And a new material beginning will happen. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's health, wealth, and household, okay? And I'm seeing the other side giving you a gift. So whether this is the insurance money comes through and you build a bigger, better, stronger house, whether you decide to up stakes and move and find a different situation, maybe this is a new job for that financial difficulty I was seeing. For those of you that are struggling health-wise, I see a new beginning there as well, okay? A new doctor, perhaps, a new environment that helps your health overall. I'm getting mountains for some of you. And here we have the 4 of Wands, which is a very celebratory energy, okay? This is weddings, graduations, vow renewals, festivals, medieval fairs, Renaissance fairs, Scottish games, you know, all those things, right? But I'm also seeing a new home very strongly here, a new house, bigger, better, stronger. that $1 million man. We have the technology, you know, that sort of energy coming through here. Okay, you just have to get through the current difficult situation, which means being patient. Rebuilding takes time. Gaining emotional balance takes time. But I am seeing the sun coming out tomorrow. I am seeing you being protected and guarded over. Valkyrie energies coming through here. Archangel energies coming through here. Doctor, physician energy is coming through here. Third eye and crown activation. Heart chakra activation. And then irises. I see royalty as irises represent, especially purple ones, but with the yellow, this is friendship, community, okay? People in your sphere who are helping you during this difficult time, letting you know you're not alone. You are all working together to achieve a goal, whether that's rebuilding your home, whether that's that new job, whether it's training for something else, whether it's maybe for a little while you live in a shelter or you live in a house with other people for a time. Okay, whatever it is, I see you getting through that. That power of 3 is coming through again. With the Ace of Swords, it brings about a whole new way of thinking. Okay, I'm getting one that it brings about a whole new way of thinking about yourself, about spiritual matters. For some of you, I'm getting a new political perspective. I don't usually get politics, so that's different. I'm also getting a new way of looking at the world, of making a living, okay, coming through. And once again, the power of 3, for some strange reason, coming through there. These two cards are connected, Okay, do you see the little spittles of fire raining down, the little spittles of fire here? This Tower moment is what brings about this Ace of Swords moment. There's crowns on both, there's fire spittles on both. They're both phallic symbols. Okay, I absolutely do see that this moment brings about this moment. Okay, the Tower brings about the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. And you're going to have choices. You're going to have choices that you're going to have to make. And you're not going to know all the details. Some things are going to be unknown to you. So you're going to have to go off of your intuition. Okay? You're going to have faith and trust in your intuition to know what is the right choice to make. Alright? Whether that's about jobs, whether it's about a living situation, whether that's about a romantic attachment, whether it's about a new business opportunity. I'm also getting choices about how to go about your shadow work to heal from this situation. Okay? But I do see abundance. I do see abundance coming through. But I also see someone here who is not a stranger to death energy. Someone who respects it, reveres it, and works within it in a way that is respectful, not fearful. Knowing that it is a part of the cycle of life. Okay? The number 4 is coming through here for some reason. Take it as it resonates, leave behind as it doesn't. With the Page of Swords, in this new way of thinking, you become a student of yourself, a student of your own thoughts, a student of your own way of thinking. I see a new approach to overcoming things like anxiety, stress, self-worth, confidence. Okay? I see the clouds of the mind clearing and an understanding of who you truly are and stepping into that personal authority coming through here. And I see that new person being able to weather any storm, travel across any topography, and be victorious. Okay? I see someone embracing their inner dragon as well there. With the moon, there is so much that you don't know. There is so much that you don't see yet, but you will. I also get a message that for some of you who have lost animals, pets, familiars, that they are communicating with you from the other side, letting you know that they're okay and that you are loved and they're now out of danger. And this card is being linked to the Tower moment again. So for those of you that had a house fire and lost pets, lost dogs, amphibians, they are sending a message and letting you know that they're okay on the other side. And with you working with, respectfully, that death energy, you may already know this, you may already be aware of this, you may be able to communicate with them already. In fact, you may have been a part of them crossing over. Okay? And with the King of Wands, that is within your power. That's within your wheelhouse. You are capable of doing that. That Leo energy is coming through again here with the King of Wands and the Strength card both. So I am strongly getting that this message is meant for a Leo who has been going through some difficult times. You will conquer this through your own spiritual power. Okay? You have the ability to do what is necessary to get you through this situation. There is going to be sorrow, there is going to be tears, there are going to be sleepless nights, there are going to be stressors and anxiety along this path. Do not let it consume you. Okay? Do not let it consume you. Move forward with confidence, devotion, balance. Balance the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. Okay? Heal. And know that in this new future, the sky is the limit for you. You are not limited. You are able to achieve anything. Okay? I'm also seeing travel possibly in your future here from one house to another. Could be for some of you. For some of you, it's one country to another, one state to another. But this also could be spiritual travel. You know, you're traveling from one way of being to another way of being, right? Transition. I'm also getting the Star card coming through with this one today. So healing, restoration, rejuvenation, reincarnation. For those of you that have lost something or someone. Okay? So hold on. You've got this. Right now, it feels terrible. But you have a lot of people who love you and will help you to find that emotional stability and that safe space, that safe place for you to be. Okay? I'm going to start with the afghanite, and then I'll move to the others. The afghanite helps with self-exploration, healing, inner peace, calm, soothing, helps with sleep, helps to clear emotional blockages, aids in relieving stress and anxiety, and it works with the third eye and crown chakras. This came from A Thunder's Trove. And then we will be reading from Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth for your citrine and your obsidian. And I'm going to go ahead and find that obsidian first. Okay, obsidian. Clarity, protection, self-control. It works with the root, earth, and higher earth chakras, most commonly found in Argentina, Greece, and New Zealand. Obsidian is a truth teller. It will expose your deepest being, release the past, and usher you toward a positive state of being. This stone can expose trauma and illuminate any falsehoods, supporting you in facing dark or challenging issues while reminding you of the light on the other side. Obsidian is a great protector and can powerfully clear negative energy. Be sure to cleanse it often with something like selenite and or clear quartz. Okay? It will cut through mental chatter and indecision. This dark grounding stone also provides strength and self-control. Obsidian is believed to detoxify the body and aid digestion, as well as provide pain relief. Obsidian is volcanic glass formed when lava erupts to the surface of the earth and cools quickly. Keep on your nightstand to alleviate stress and illuminate its underlying cause. Use it to protect your space's positivity from being dimmed by negativity. And it is good for protection in a hostile work environment. And I am going to put this right here on that Five of Pentacles energy. And I'm going to put the Galaxy version over here on the Tower. And I'm going to move that over just so that you can see that while it's sitting there. Okay? And that came from A Thunder's Trove as well. I do know the mineral mushroom has some as well in their stock that's not available online, but you can reach out to them and ask about it. With the citrine, this is speaking of the future, what lies ahead with this Chariot card, okay? I'm going to put the afghanite there with the Queen of Cups, okay? And the citrine is going with the future for you, okay? And this citrine also came from the mineral mushroom. And it's beautiful. This helps with abundance, invigoration, and prosperity. Works with the crown and solar plexus, most commonly found in Brazil. Citrine is a crystal of manifestation. It's known as the merchant stone because of its ability to attract abundance, which has more to do with mindset than money or traditional success. It teaches you to appreciate what you have and find joy in all the riches life has to offer. It elevates confidence and self-esteem, so you can go after what you want. It also has the power to move stale energy, making way for the heart's true desires. Citrine's vibrations will give you a positive outlook, making it easier to overcome setbacks and achieve your goals. It also gives creativity a wonderful boost. Citrine holds the power of the sun, which can help with fatigue as well as depression. Citrine is a variety of quartz. Its yellow tint is caused by iron oxidation. Its name comes from the Latin citrina, which means yellow. Hold during a visualization practice to help manifest your objective. It can increase the feelings of warmth and happiness in the space, and it can enhance motivation and stimulate creativity. So honestly, this is connected to that work thing that we were feeling earlier. It's connected to this balance and future moving forward energy of the chariot. It's connected to the moon and the King of Wands here with that not knowing, but knowing that you're spiritually badass enough to actually deal with whatever comes your way, okay? So use it as it calls to you. All right, let us see if there are any other crystals for you today. Titanium aura, balance, energizing, and refreshing with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so taking action on your own balance and stability. We have lava stone, balance, calmness, and strength. Four of Swords, rest. Whatever you're going through is extremely stressful. You do need to rest. And that came out in pile number 3 as well. Tourmaline, calmness, stabilizing and reaffirming, King of Swords. This is a very protective stone, so if you're staying in other people's houses and other people's spaces, tourmaline, specifically black tourmaline, can aid you in protecting yourself. But it also urges you with that King of Swords energy to keep a clarity of mind about you, okay? And then 6 of Cups, love, trust, and emotional healing with the Pearl. You will heal. Okay, you will heal from this. With the Queen of Swords, also that clarity of mind energy, we have Garnet with passion, energy, and health. I'm also getting here that one of the people you may be living with at this time may be a Capricorn, Garnet birthstone, zodiac stone, one or the other. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, yellow jasper, wealth, success, and wisdom. Getting someone in your sphere is a big fan of jasper, and it might benefit them to spend time with that during this difficult financial period. That I'm getting it'll help them in the creative work endeavors. Okay, so a gift of jasper might be of benefit to someone. And then Moonstone, intuition, dreams, energy, and passion with the Ace of Swords, which you got right here. You had the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So new beginnings in your mental and material spheres. And the Moonstone, follow that intuition, okay, with energy and passion. Follow your dreams. Let's get you a Moonology card. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Okay, so any of you that had a plan business-wise or a plan house-wise, it's time to take action on that. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Understandable given all the difficulty and trauma I saw in this reading. Emotions that can be running very high. But don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. If you need help, ask. All right? If you need help, ask. And once again, there's that Leo energy. Also, there's Aries here, so someone could be in Aries. Maybe it's an Aries you need to ask for help. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting that. A new start is coming. New moon. Okay, a new start is coming. New moon. And at the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So maybe someone here is a Capricorn, but I am getting someone in your sphere, in your space, that might be of help to you during this time is a Capricorn. Make sure that whoever you are living with during this difficult time, if you are having to live with someone else, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Okay, make sure that you're doing your part, whether that's chores or babysitting or gardening or whatever. You know, pull your own weight, clean up your own dishes, do your own laundry, make your bed, whatever it is. Be respectful of their space, right? And then look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, So know that this is just one event, one thing in a grand scheme of life. And look at the bigger picture for solutions. I'm also getting someone maybe a Sagittarius, someone maybe a Virgo, or the people that might be able to assist you could be a Sagittarius or Virgo. Okay? So take that as it resonates, leave behind what does not. And then with the, actually I'm getting that one and that one. Shoot. They're going everywhere, aren't they? Okay. Clear quartz might be a benefit to you since it's flying all over the place. Number 20, Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. This one also showed up in pile number 3, so I do recommend that you watch pile number 3. May benefit you to listen to music at 852 Hertz. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. And then we have number 25, Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. I'm getting here mother, grandmother. These are people in your life you may have had conflicts with or difficulties with perhaps, but they do love you. And now during this difficult time is a time that you can depend upon them for support, to help each other through this difficult time and to lean on one another. I'm getting family for you is going to be very important during this time period. And there is a little healing prayer that goes along with this that I'll read for you today. I call upon the spiritual guidance which loves me unconditionally, and the higher guiding angels of Venus and Theta, that I may experience through grace, mercy, and compassion that which is most beneficial to my well-being, for the greatest spiritual good of all sentient beings. I call upon the spiritual guidance which loves me unconditionally. And that's what we're dealing with here. Lean on those in your life who love you unconditionally. Give love, receive love, and allow yourself to heal. Okay? I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And while right now things may seem and are awful, you do have a bright and beautiful future that awaits you, and a new beginning in so many spheres. Okay? You have got this. I love you. Please take care of yourself. And I'll see you soon.